So my name's David. I've been working at Harvey Nash now for over 10.5 years. I run content and marketing with regards to sales, so chiefly around bringing clients in through our story, making sure that there's a narrative out in the market that makes some sense. In terms of what this opportunity was and who the client was, Philip Morris actually contacted Harvey Nash because of the reputation of the group globally. So they'd seen Harvey Nash's brand online and felt that because of the scope of the company, we might be able to help them. Why? Because they were looking at taking some staff and setting up a wholly new office around DevOps, and they didn't know where to put it. They didn't know whether or not that would be best located in Europe or the US, and if it was to be in Europe, whether or not it would be London, Germany, Spain or Portugal. Their preferred location was Lisbon, but they didn't know whether or not there was even a market there to be able to find the staff that they were looking to hire, and they were talking about 300 staff. So they wanted to engage with us to talk to different offices within the Harvey Nash Group in different locations to find out whether or not people first of all would consider Lisbon as a location, what other locations they consider, and whether or not they'd be prepared to relocate. So just basically to find out whether or not that office was feasible. Why was it successful? Because one of the strengths of the Harvey Nash is, and always has been, collaboration. Able to pick up the phone and call experts in local markets with deep technical knowledge of their particular market, and understand whether or not people on the ground in those regions were able or willing to move to a different location. What we also were able to utilise was Poland. In some of the locations where we don't have offices, the Polish team were really adept and flexible at being able to talk to those markets and find out whether or not there was an appetite for such a project, such as 300 staff in Lisbon. Why was working with the bid team so successful? Well, we had a lot of different data points, so we were having to pull together lots of different information collated from various different colleagues in different geographies, and again turn that into a narrative that made sense to the client, that they could put in front of their board and work out whether or not it was feasible for them to go ahead with the project.